In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I was able to make $1,100 today in 1 minute using value areas and order flow. So let's get right into it. So looking at the higher time frame, first of all, I mark out the volume profile from the whole previous week's price action. We have the value area high up here and the value area low down below. We can see that the New York and also the pre-market was already trading above the value area from previous week, which is already a bullish sign. It means that buyers could be stronger. Next, what I do is my main levels are always the previous day's value area high and the value area low. Again, New York opened right around the value area high, so my bias wasn't clear for the day apart from obviously being above the previous week's value area. So what I wanted to see really on this value area high was either price breaks strongly below the value area high from the previous New York session and then accepts these prices back inside a value, then a retest, and then a continuation to go short. And if we don't get that scenario and we see a quick reclaim above the value area high, then I'm going to wait for a retest here to then take the market long. And that's exactly what the market did. So if we zoom in, we will see that price went below the value area high of the previous New York session a little bit, but reclaimed very strongly and very quickly back above. And then in this 15-minute candle, we see the whole wick came back inside the value area high to retest it, and then a huge continuation back to the upside. But before this move happened, price actually went all the way down below, exactly into this value area level from the previous week, rejected from it. So this was literally the low of the day. But since this level was inside of the Friday's value, I don't really like to trade those levels. I like to trade the edges for rejections or breakouts and retest and then continue the market in that direction. So if we look at a lower time frame and we have the big trades indicator on, where we can see all the biggest orders in the market in terms of order flow, we see that the market opens and dips into this value area level from a previous week. And we see in this rejection wick right here that we see some sellers getting absorbed, some buyers rejecting these prices. So this was also a potential long entry. But as I said, this level is inside of the value area high and the value area low from Friday's session. So I don't like to trade inside a value. So price reclaimed very quickly back above this value area high level from Friday's session. And it just stalled there a little bit, showing me that it potentially could be accepting again back above the value area. And especially just because it reclaimed so quickly back above, it means they don't want to accept these prices lower and they want to push the price just higher. And once we get above this value area and we see the retest, this value area high level, we just need to spot sellers getting absorbed. We see some seller absorption right here in this candle, but no bullish continuation followed after this potential absorption. Then price dips just a little bit lower and we see sellers potentially getting absorbed also exactly on the New York VWAP. And the next candle shows bullish momentum with again a rejection wick and sellers getting absorbed in the wick. Another retest on this New York VWAP. This is my entry to go long, stop loss right below, and I target just a fixed 2R trade. I could have gotten a little bit more out of it, probably a little bit over 3R if I would have targeted the overnight VWAP, but I was happy with my 2R and it literally hit it in 1 minute. And then price stalls here a little bit, rejects the overnight VWAP. We see some buyers getting absorbed. There's a small reaction to the downside. I was waiting for more confirmation here to go long, but I didn't see any sellers getting absorbed, only some buyers rejecting these prices. And although those entries do work, it's not my favorite type. It's not my highest probability entry. In this case, it would have worked. And then later on here, we see again another small pullback with some potential sellers getting absorbed, but price is already heading away from my level and I don't want to be chasing the move, and I'd rather wait for decent pullback that happens quickly where you see sellers getting absorbed exactly like here and then take the market low. So this was my only setup for today. The market just kept on grinding higher and higher and higher, and I literally barely almost got the low of the day just using value areas and order flow. So I appreciate you watching this video. Hope it was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions on how I trade or my methods, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. So see you in the next video.